Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name is Lumen and today we're having a look at Deathverse Let It Die. This is a action survival battle royale game set in the Let It Die universe, in which players will participate in a violent survival TV show called the Death Jamboree. In this, you get to make a character right here as you start the game for the first time, but they do tell you that you can change your appearance later on, so this is not really final. They also tell you that you can earn a variety of skins, hairstyles, and more as in-game rewards. So that's kind of good to know as you jump in here. There's no male or female. You just sort of select a preset, you change the options, and you go. So we're going to have a look at everything that's available. I will say that you can check the timestamps. You can jump between the parts of this video that you'd like to, if that is necessary. Otherwise, hey, let's get started. We're going to jump in and start looking at the presets. I think this is an interesting way of doing things. They basically provide you with a preset that you can start with. Then you can jump in and change anything you'd like on that preset. Now, you will notice that there is a male body type. Then there's a female body type. It changes a little bit when you jump between the two, as you can see there. But they don't specifically put a label on any of it. And you can sort of pick this one, then you can choose any of the male faces and sort of mix and match if you'd like. It's up to you. At the end of the day, it's up to you. So we're going to jump in, and at least knowing that, you can also just think of the different ways that you can customize it. First things first, we're just looking at the faces, because the body itself, it's just one or the other. So there's no real big difference. There aren't any of these that are heavier or lighter than others. No more muscular body forms or less muscular. They're all the same. The face is the most important part here, along with skin color, features, whatever else. I think that there are some pretty interesting styles here as well. And to be perfectly honest, the graphics they're nice. It looks good. I mean, the hair physics are fantastic. It seems like they actually do a really good job with all the different hair textures and types as well. Although this does look familiar. For some reason, it sort of reminds me of Outer Worlds a little bit. It's not a bad thing, by the way. It just kind of reminds me of that. The sort of style of the characters here. So basically you can pick any of these, and then you can jump in and you can change anything you want on them, or everything on them. But some of them look good. Yeah, I mean, there are some decent styles here. Decent starting points, because I mean, that, I suppose, at the end of the day, is what this is. Even though, if you'd like, you can just pick one and say, hey, that's me, and go for it. That works as well. But I like that they don't just give you, like, traditionally attractive faces. I've jumped into a couple of character creators recently where every character looks like a Ken or Barbie doll off the shelf, and there's no way of changing that. Like, you're just gonna be super attractive. Not that I'm saying Ken and Barbie are like the, you know, the bar, but, you know, they set a certain standard and precedent when it comes to, this is like young Steve Buscemi. I like it. When it comes to visual appearance. Yeah, the hair, once again, I just want to say that the hair looks really nice in this. And the skin texture and everything else, it's really cool too. And you'll see when we start customizing it a little bit, there are a few options that you can change that are pretty impactful. And that look pretty good. This is cool. Yeah. So I think we're going to start with the basic one, the first one. And we will just check what the different face types look like on here. You do get to change the skin color down here as well. So you can sort of take one of these with the darker color skin and you can make it lighter if you'd like. You can mix and match. So, face types. I may be wrong in saying this, but I get the feeling these are basically all the faces that you see in the presets over here. You just get to put the face from one of the presets on another character. So we're looking at all the same faces that we just looked at, but it's actually taking the face and applying it to the style of the first preset, which I think is actually amazing, because if you think about it, using this simple preset system, you can get, like, it's not countless. you can actually do the math on it, but you can get a whole lot of different combinations. And then you can sort of pick the one with the complexion you like, the one with the hair color and the eye color that you like, and you can sort of just change the face to one that you personally think is more attractive or whatever. It's nice. I firmly believe that the preset system is not a bad way to go. You don't always need sliders, you know, to do something cool with your character creator. What I also like is that, as you can see here, when you switch between them, it switches between the male and the female body type. But, like, you know, this is the face that I had on there. And if you, like, zoom in on it, it looks completely different than when you pick, like, a female face on there. It changes it entirely. I mean, yeah, obviously it changes entirely because it's an entirely different face, but it's nice. It's nice that you can sort of switch between those at will. Let's check the hairstyles out. I'm going to check the hairstyles on the male body type and the female body type just to make sure. I haven't actually checked to confirm. I get the feeling, however, they're going to be the same. Always a highlight, dude. I love looking at hair. Speaking of highlights, I don't think that there are any hair highlights in this, unfortunately. This is nice. Yeah. I feel like this style was wasted on the only dude that had it on him. Cool. Cool. Let's take one like... I don't think it really matters. I want one that's not in the face. Let's take this one. There you go. Now, let's just change this over to the male side of things and check. Yeah, so it's exactly the same. There's no difference. Absolutely no difference. Now, I think the same thing can be said about the beards. It's like, I'm on the female preset now, technically, once again. I know it shouldn't matter. I'm just pointing out, and I can put the beard on. And I don't think that it really changes. In other words, if I pick one of the male ones, yeah, you can only really put a stubble on there. Beard game's not all that strong. I don't know if perhaps there is a way to pick up a different beard by playing the game. It's possible. I don't know it for sure, though. Skin colors, you've only got these 5 choices here. But if I'm being real, I suppose it's enough. I suppose. I feel like they could have gone one darker. They could have just made it 6. They could have gone one darker and like a sort of couple of shades towards black instead of brown. But it's good. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like, you can probably make what you want to make with this. So, even though there's not a lot, it's alright. Next up, eye color. Yeah. This is one of those where I would end up saying, like, it's not all that impactful because when you zoom out, you can barely see it. It's funny because I talk about this quite often. It's like, sometimes they give you what looks like a massive selection of colors or what looks like some really exciting, vibrant colors. And then you can only really see it if you zoom up super close. Which is realistic. I mean, think about how often you can actually walk up to someone in the street and then walk away from that, like, be it a conversation or encounter, and remember what color their eyes are. It's not often that someone has such striking eyes that you just immediately remember. Okay, I'm not saying that it's everyone is going to have that experience, but, you know, for most people. So let's just pick something like that one. Here we go. Have a look at the hair color. Not a massive selection here. And they all seem pretty dark. Like, even the lighter ones seem pretty dark. No gray hair. I like this. Ooh, yeah. I like this a lot. That's really nice. Beard color. So we'd have to have the beard on for that. This is more like stubble color, if I'm being real with you. Did I now put it on or not? There we go. It's barely changing. And I mean, like, for real, I'm on the whitest, brightest skin color as well. So this doesn't really do much. I think that will matter much more if you actually get a proper beard in-game somehow. Somehow. And I will mention that we're moving on to the voice now, which is the final option. I will mention that I think that it's a little sad that there's no randomize here, but it's whatever. I mean, all games don't usually include those. What we're going to do now is, before I jump into the voice, I'm just going to look at a couple of different presets because there's no randomize. I'm going to pick a couple of different presets. I'm going to mix them up a little bit to see what I can make and to see what it looks like, basically. No, it's like he was made for this hairstyle. It's unfortunate, but every time I see this hairstyle now, I'm basically just gonna think of this guy. Let's pick this. Let's pick the beard color, make it the same. Eye color, let's go for like a blue. And then let's have a look at the face type and see like, you know, what we can come up with here. Jeez. Okay, man, maybe we shouldn't see what we can come up with here. I'm just trying to look at some, like, you know, some variation. I like Steve Buscemi, though. Like, for real. I'd use this one. Can we make Steve Buscemi? It's possible, right? Like, I feel like he'd wear a hairstyle like that. No, there we go. That's the one. God. Well, I don't know what color eyes he has. I think we'd take the hair, the beard off. Fantastic. Actually fantastic. Now, you can obviously combine it, you know, with one of the others here. You can go for the full Buscemi look, and then sort of have that skin color with it, and then just change the hairstyle quickly to the one that I had there. Is that better? Do we think that's better? I don't know, man. I don't know. It was a long shot. It was a long shot, but again, to be honest, it's as close as you're gonna get, right? I dig it. Anyway, let's do one more. Let's check it one more. That's kind of cool. Can we make this face with that hair? Make it nice and dark. And then I think our skin color is already the brightest. Yeah. See, something like a bit of lipstick or whatever would have been nice. Maybe a little bit of makeup or whatever. Just a few extra sort of finishing touches on this would have made me happy. It's a very simplistic system as it stands, but for a battle royale or this kind of game, I guess it kind of makes sense that they would want you to instead play the game and try and unlock stuff in there by sort of completing whatever you have to complete in-game. But yeah, okay. I mean, it looks okay. It looks alright. So once you've done this, once you've finished up here, you can actually preview animations as well.
I did it!
That's basically it. That's the 3 that they have. It's okay. It's alright. And the final one, the voice.
No! Oh, no! I'm over here! Come and get me!
I'm over here! Come and get me! I'm over here! Come and get me! I don't want to die!
No!
I'm over here! Come and get me! Take this! No! I'm over here! Come and get me! Please! Have mercy! Die! I'm over here! Come and get me! I'm over here! Come and get me!
For real, probably the best part of the whole character creator. Those voices are fantastic. That's really well done. I like it. So, once you've finished all of this up, you get to throw your name in there, do a little tutorial or whatever, and then there's in-game customization stuff as well, extras that you can earn. If people want to see more of this, if people are interested in seeing what's actually available in the game itself, I'll do another video covering that. I don't mind. It's all good. But for now, I just wanted to show you what you'd be greeted with when you start the game for the first time, the options that you'd get as a new player, and all the rest. So, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Let me know what you think about Deathverse, Let It Die's customization and character creation. If you've played the game yourself, I get to live these things vicariously through you guys. You guys leave comments, you tell me whether you had fun with it, whether it's cool, whether it's worth trying, whether it's worth pursuing in any way, shape, or form. I don't get to play all these games. It's so much, you know? There are so many games to play. I do the character creation, I check the game out briefly, and then I check what you guys say. And then I have at least something to say about it if someone asks me about it. So I always appreciate when you guys leave comments, so do it. Give the video a like as well, share it, do all that other good stuff. I also appreciate that. Check back here soon for more character creation videos. And if you guys enjoy this, check back here soon for more Deathverse Let It Die videos. Thank you for watching. Happy that.